Alright guys, yet another video in my Piano Lessons Gone Nuts series. Piano Lessons Gone Nuts because I've done about 80 or 90 video lessons in the last month, which is just an incredible amount, I think, for you guys to be able to learn from. So here's the second question I'm answering today from one of my viewers, and that is they wanted some 50s bass lines, or somehow to make their playing sound like 1950s stuff. And there are characteristics of any style of music that make it sound like that style, okay? Take, for instance, when you hear banjo in anything, it automatically sounds bluegrass for the most part. Okay, so there are certain characteristics of 50s music, and one thing is the chord progression that you can use. Here's one that's always used. Used hundreds, maybe thousands of times for 50s music. Okay, so that's one thing that's going to make it sound 1950s is this chord progression. I'm going to play in the key of C because that'll be the easiest key for you to play in here. The first chord is a C chord. I'm going to assume you know about chords. If you don't, you need to do my Easy Piano Lesson series on webpianoteacher.com. I got 50 lessons, introduce you to the piano and chords and music theory to get you ready for this kind of stuff. But C chord. So we're going to use the 1 chord. In Roman numerals, I have the quality of the chord. So it's the tonic chord, the major 1. So we're going to do that first. G, and I'm just going to play it. Let's see. I'm going to play it like this. G, C, E. You can do C, E, G if you want. Just for right now, I'm going to do that. Now the next one's A minor. That's what the M means. A minor. That's a minor 6 chord in the key of C. A, C, E. And again, I explain all the Roman numerals and stuff in my Easy Piano Lesson series. But A minor, left hand on the A octave, A, C, E. Now we're going to go to F. A, C, F, left hand on an F octave. And then we'll go to G. B, D, G for that. So now, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and they always have that bum, 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 bum. So you can G, A, B, C. When you go back, you repeat that chord over and over again. Now sometimes they'll change it and they'll do a substitution. Instead of the 4 chord, they'll do a minor 2 as a substitution. You can substitute a minor 2 for the 4 a lot of times. So you'd get this, D minor, which would be A, D, F, left hand on a D octave. Let me substitute a D minor there instead for a minute. Here we go. Okay? So that's one thing that will make it sound 1950s if you do that chord progression. The second thing that'll make it sound 1950s if you play it in a compound meter like 6/8 or even 12/8. 6/8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. 12/8 would be, you know, like 6/8 but double. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your D minor. You have that pop, 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 pop. Okay, so 6/8 or 12/8, some kind of a compound meter there. Another thing that will make it sound 1950s is if you roll the chord pattern instead of just doing this. If you go or you can do this. What? This is one that'll really get you. So I'm going C, E, G, C, D, E. And then for the A minor, A, C, E, F. That'll make it sound 1950s. Now let's do it in 12/8 instead of 6/8. 1, 2. Na, na, na. Now I have little left hand octave passing notes that I do. Watch. C, so that combination of that compound meter, the 6/8 or the 12/8 or even 9/8, with that chord progression, the 1, major 1, minor 4, major 4, major 5. over and over. Now, the last thing that'll make it sound 50s is if you use your high male falsetto in the doo-wop sounds. You know, that wrong key. Sorry about that first note. I was going to try to hit a C, but I couldn't today. Alright, I have a link in this video here for a 1950s type sound recording that I did, and it's me singing all the parts. There's like 5 or 6 parts, and I did each track individually and recorded it all. Listen to that for fun, that 1950s track, and I have it on YouTube. Just click on the link in the video, or I might put it in the channel or the video description as well. But that's how you get your 1950s sound.